So when it comes to growth leaders, I have to admit, I tend to see that the tenures are relatively short, even compared to product leaders who already have shorter tenures than product and than marketing and sales leaders. Why is that?
Yeah, I would say, I think I read the other day the average chief product officer has 2.6 years of tenure. It's the shortest of all the CXOs. And then VP growth or chief growth officer, which is less common. Yeah, you're right. Probably shorter than CPO, right? But maybe because his boss changes, he want to go as well, right? I think the core reason behind it is VP growth is still a newer role, right? When I was hired at Acorns, there's no such thing. This is not my title at all. We don't have a growth team. I was hired as a director of retention. I turned myself into a VP growth. When I was hired at GitLab, I was the first growth leader hired. There wasn't a growth team. My mandate is to start this growth team. So it's very often many growth leaders are hired to help figure things out. Like this company may have a challenge or they may have a hint that there is a potential opportunity there, but they need someone to help figure this out. They don't know 100% this will work or how this work and all of that, right? So inherently, there is this context there. And the other thing is, I would say probably growth is hard, right? Like you and I talked about when you have title growth in your title, it's a big thing. Like if your title is VP growth and it's not growing, what are you doing there, right? It's a hard job. But in reality, there are so many factors that can contributing to a product growing or not growing. Many of them are completely outside of VP growth control, right? So it's funny when I teach classes or host webinars, we have those private channels or discussions. Many times it turns into a therapy session. And when people are like, I feel your pain. I was in that position as you exactly. And so I think both are potentially reasons, right? It's a new thing. You're hired to figure it out. And the end result of that, maybe it doesn't work, or maybe it works, but in a different way. So that's why you also saw growth leaders sometimes can shift reporting structure as well, right? In your case at a firm. And my bosses changed at Acorns multiple times. I reported to CEO, I reported to CPO, I reported to COO. There are definitely that inherent context, and then it is a hard job. But it's also a fun job. That's why I felt like I love growth people. Many people who know this is hard and this is painful, but still do it are the good ones, right? Brave, good, smart ones.